Yo, it's your boy, Mike Flamez, here with episode 20, broadcasting live from my motherfucking room in the Toledo Hospital. And I made a promise to myself, and I wouldn't let this show slack or fall off again. Sorry, I had to fix the camera. It's gonna be a different type of episode, you know, because I ain't got all my equipment and not using microphones this time, but figure I'd just educate y'all real quick on a couple things about myself and do something different. Let's get a counter, because I'm really winging this motherfucker, so let's see how good I can do and not say too much. That one doesn't count, because I meant to say that one. So the reason why I'm here is because I started to develop something called an umbilical hernia, which is basically a hernia right where your belly button is, and it pushes your belly button out. Now, in my personal opinion, I got that because I cough a lot, because I have something called cystic fibrosis. You might have heard of it, you might not have. If you Google it, what Google says it means is that it's a hereditary, dumbass. It's a hereditary disorder affecting the exocrine glands. It causes production of abnormally thick mucus, feeding to the blockage of pancreatic ducts, intestines, the bronchi, and often resulting in respiratory infection. That's the technical term. What it is to me, it's a weak-ass immune system. Weather changes tend to get me sick a lot, like when the weather changes like 10, 15 degrees. And actual weather outside, like if I like jump in a pool or something, that shit doesn't bother me. When the actual weather changes, it tends to get me sick. My lungs are compromised with a bitch-ass curse. I was born with the shit. And what happens is so much mucus gets into my lungs. So if you're not familiar with that, mucus is bacteria. It's fucking disgusting. And I cough it up all the time, like you probably do when you have the flu or cold or some shit. Whatever the fuck is wrong with you that you probably gonna call off work for. Shit sucks. I also have asthma, which plays into the respiratory issues. And basically, cystic fibrosis is they call it a chronic illness. Some people call it a terminal illness. I just say it fucking sucks. Roll with the punches the best I can. But that's, in my personal opinion, why I got the hernia. Because I've been coughing a lot lately. Coughing too hard. Poked my shit out. So I said, fuck it, you know the shit's starting to hurt. Let me head my ass up to the hospital, get it taken care of, see what we need to do. Get up here, they ran a couple x-rays on my dumb ass, and they said that basically I was constipated. I have a bowel obstruction. I'm full of shit. Some people been said that, but I mean it in a literal form. I'm full of stool. My intestines are backed up. So what had to happen was I drink this shit that's nasty to help clear my bowels out. I had to do that in order for them to address the hernia. On top of that, as I stated before, my cough was getting pretty shitty lately, so they're also keeping me around here for something that's called a clean out. People who have CF know a clean out very well. Usually have one about once a year, maybe more. It just depends on who you are. Basically what a clean out is they put you on breathing treatments for the entire time you're here, which is usually about 10 to 14 days, and you get breathing treatments every 4 hours. Yes, they do wake you up for those. So it's like albuterol, Pulmozyme, depending on what other medications you take, and a nebulizer, which is the machine that breathes it out. Looks like smoke or fog, whatever the fuck you want to say it's called. And my nurse just came in. So yeah, a little brief interruption. My nurse came in to give me some antibiotics into my PICC line. This is called a PICC line. A lot of people just get regular IVs when they come in, but I get put on high power antibiotics, and that shit destroys your veins quickly. So that's why you get the PICC line. This thing is like super disgusting, man. Look, it goes like from here, and it like goes up my shoulder and like somewhere around my heart. I'm not exactly sure. It's like a big long ass fucking, I ain't even talking about it because it's disgusting. But it helps, keeps you safe, because the medicines that you're on are very high power. So I'm also here for a clean out, you know, kind of kill two birds with one stone. So as I get the x-rays and some testing for my bowels so they can address the hernia, I'm also getting the clean out. And when they come back with the test results, my x-rays from the bowels, like, oh, well, we're gonna give you an MRI, check out some other things while you're here. So I'm like, okay, this is basically, I've been here for 7 days today. I came in last Monday. It's Monday at like 1 o'clock in the morning now. So not technically a week yet, but we're pretty fucking close. So anyways, they run a bunch of more tests. Turns out I have some issues with my liver, which is not from my drinking. It's common for people my age with cystic fibrosis to have liver issues. And then they also found something else wrong with me. My blood cells were low. I'm low on iron, which basically means I'm anemic. So on top of already having something stupid fucked up, they told me that basically I'm anemic and I have cirrhosis of the liver, which essentially means can't really drink anymore. I'm gonna have to accept that. I'll probably still have some drinks every now and then because I ain't shit, but you know, I'm definitely gonna have to cut back. I already don't drink as much as I used to, but you know, I'm gonna have to figure it out. That's just what it is. So the other day I posted some shit on my Facebook, and I said I was gonna shoot the episode, right? So I was sitting in this same seat and I had to piss. Everything was cool as far as, you know, the cool for all the bullshit that's going on. I mean, I can handle myself basically. And my feet kind of swelled up a little bit. I didn't know why. Thought it's maybe just from not getting enough exercise, poor circulation. You know, you stuck in a room this small for, you know, a couple of days on end. There's only so much you can do and move around. And because of the infections in my lungs, you know, I'm not gonna roam the hallway. It's just not what I'm gonna do. Some people do that with cystic fibrosis. They'll wear a mask and, you know, walk up and down the hallways and shit. I'm cool because I don't like seeing other people sick. I don't like hearing people crying and screaming, and you tend to catch a lot of that. You know, so I just stay here. Anyways, to get to the point, so my feet were a little swollen that morning, and I said, fuck it, let me shoot this episode for the show. So I'm sitting here, right, and I had to piss because they got me on this shit that I'm drinking to make me piss and shit more, to clear out my bowels, so they can address some of these things that's wrong with me as far as my hernia and some of the other health problems I was just telling you guys about. So I got a lot of fluids coming in. You know, as you can see, I got these fluids. I'm on a constant drip of saline, and then in between time I'm getting I fucked that up. I'm getting different antibiotics as well as, first of all, that dehydrates you. That's why they put you on a constant drip. That by I mean the antibiotics. So they put you on a constant drip of the shit. Plus I drink a lot anyways. I'm not talking about Coronas. I can't drink a lot of those. But I mean anything I drink a lot of water, whatever I'm drinking. I drink a lot of juice. I drink big cups. Just how I am. So anyways, what's the fucking point? I go to stand up to go to the bathroom, press pause on the episode, and almost fall flat on my face. And I was like, whoa, I felt like really heavy. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like my feet hurt and shit. I looked down and it looked like fucking I had Sherman clump. Like I just fucking went and got super fat. You know, like fucking Tim Allen on a Santa Claus or something. My body just morphed. Like my feet were so swollen they wouldn't even fit in my shoes. My ankles were so swollen you couldn't see them. It just went foot to motherfucking leg. And my legs were so fucking swollen that when I went to the bathroom, I could barely pull my fucking boxers past my hips without them ripping. So I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on with me, man? Like, I look like I don't know what the fuck happened to me. Like I said, it was like, what the fuck happened to Sherman Clump? Like he was sitting there, you know what I mean, doing the buddy love thing, and his body just went, and everything got fat. Or when Tim Allen did that shit, Santa Claus, and he just became Santa Claus and gained all that weight and all that shit real fast. I ain't grown no hair. Wasn't like that. But I'm just making fun of myself to make light of what you can understand how fast that happened. I gained a lot of water weight in a very short amount of time. My legs were twice the size of my legs. My feet were twice the size of my legs. I mean, that they normally are. Could barely walk. My legs were so heavy. And they still are swollen. The swellings went down about a third since then. It's called edema or something like that, where your body just retains all the fluid and you gotta like piss it all out. Anyways, that shit freaked me out. So I didn't finish the episode because I never had no shit like that happen to me before. On top of them just telling me prior that day that I had these other health issues as far as my liver and what else is fucking wrong with me? And then that blood cells are low. I'm low on iron. Anemic. So I'm just sitting there trying to eat it all, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, man. You know, and I've had a last couple days have been rough. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just a lot to deal with. But I'm accepting it how I can. I'm getting through it how I can. I don't want to fucking be too much of a downer or upset anybody. This is more to be motivational that, you know, so the next time that you're sick and you, or whatever's going on with you and you think it's fucked up, think about a motherfucker like me who has some cystic fibrosis bullshit. I Googled it because I was just curious. Approximately 30,000 people in the United States have cystic fibrosis. An additional 10 million more, or about 1 in every 31 Americans, are carriers of the defective gene but do not have the condition. So that's 30,000 people. That's how rare of a disease I have. And then I was just curious how many people live in the U.S. So as of 2018, last year, when they did the census, it was 327 million. So it's that small of an amount of people. I live, you know, it's not even like a 6th or 7th of the population where I'm from. This shit's fucking crazy. You know, most of the time you wouldn't even know nothing's wrong with me. I kind of keep it to myself. You know, I take care of myself in private. You know, you might notice that I cough a lot. You probably just think that's the bud I be chiefing on. Might be, depending on what's going on. As far as that goes, people are like, whoa, you got a lung disease, what you doing smoking weed? Well, do you walk up to obese people in McDonald's and ask them why they're getting the double cheese, double quarter pounder with a Diet Coke, with a large fry, and a McFlurry with extra M&Ms? Do you ask them why? It's because it makes them happy. On top of that, it actually helps me, because when I smoke, I cough up more mucus. Do I recommend that for anybody else with cystic fibrosis? Absolutely not. Because everyone is different. Everyone's condition varies based upon each different case. But I live my life how I live my life. Just like I'm sure you live your life how you live your life. I'm not making excuses for myself. I'm just being real with you because I don't give a fuck. I'm 30 years old. You know, they told me I wasn't going to live past to like 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already defeating the odds. I'm just figuring out how to deal with these new issues that I got to deal with. And just trying to maintain sanity living in this motherfucker. Because this is 7 days here. I go through this at least once a year. And you don't get no sleep in this bitch. The food is fucking terrible in my Charles Barkley voice. It's fucking terrible. But, you know, you gotta find a way. And today I just haven't did a lot of talking. Especially because my motherfucking Steelers took another loss in a close game today versus Seahawks. And then I got all these losers tagging me and shit, asking me about how my Steelers is doing. Bitch, worry about how you doing, bitch. Don't worry about us. We gonna be alright. But yeah, I've just been quiet all day trying to figure out, you know, how am I gonna deal with this, because it's not the typical that I've been dealing with. You know, it's more shit. We just talking about my health. We haven't even talked about my life or everything else that goes on in it. This is just with my health and everything. So I gotta figure out a way to maintain my positivity. And it's definitely gonna be a struggle. It's not gonna be easy, but I will figure out a way. It's gonna be a biatch. But what other fucking choice do I have, man? It's like Bean Siegel said in the motherfucking state property. You either get down or you gonna lay down. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't laying down for nobody. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna deal with it how I gotta deal with it. And I hope when you're faced with adversity and backhands to the motherfucking mouth and Mike Tyson punches to the jaw, you know what I mean, you figure out how to get past it. Because life's precious, and I've lost enough friends already. And one thing that I don't want to happen is I don't want any of my friends to lose me on account of me not taking care of myself. You know, my family loves me, my friends love me. Some of y'all watching right now love me. And I love all y'all too. So I just decided to tell y'all everything about this, mainly because it's about time. I've put out so many CDs where I've barely talked about it at all. I might have a couple lines in there about it, but never like whole songs or, you know, really went into it. On my album, Choose Your Destiny, that's coming out soon, Fast Sound Records, shout out my dude Verbal. Shout out all the people helping me with the production on it as well. I talk a lot about me and a lot of things that I've been through. Right now, it's just something that I want to do personally with my music and my life in general, because I have a story to tell and a story that's worth listening to. Because you hear so many of the same type of stories in hip-hop. And I just know there's a whole different range of people can relate, even if you don't have cystic fibrosis, even if you don't really have anything wrong with you, but you just you can relate to, you know, dealing with things that you can't help, that you can't change, but you just gotta face them and deal with it. And that's basically what I'm serving to you, is a big fucking thick ass slice of humble pie. Cause as cocky as I've been, as confident as I've been, every time this shit happens to me, I won't lie to you, as a man, knocks me right on my motherfucking ass, man. And it's nothing worse than knowing your own body's doing it to you. But I'm gonna beat it again. I'm gonna get back up again. I'm gonna make more music. I'm gonna eat more chicken wings. I'm gonna do more shit that I love to do. And I'm gonna find a way to be happy, as I always do. And I hope your motherfuckers do the same. It's a real short episode. Hopefully you got something out of this shit. And if you didn't, you know how I feel about you. I can give a fuck less. This is for the people that give a fuck. I give a fuck about myself and y'all. From my family to my friends to my fans to my viewers to my followers to my haters in denial. You know, I got something for every one of y'all. So enjoy the humble pie. Handle the adversity. Handle your struggles. Keep your head up. Fucking deal with it. Because if nothing else, you gotta be happy to continue. And that's gonna be a struggle for me for a little while. But I'll figure out a motherfucking way. And I hope that everybody does the same fucking thing. Mwah. See y'all some more bitches later. Episode 20. Live from the motherfucking Toledo fucking hospital. I'm working when I should be resting. But you know what? When you stuck in this motherfucker for so long, it's hard to motherfucking rest, dog. You get tired of these motherfuckers fucking with you, man. These nurses and all these motherfuckers are just coming in. Hi. They just doing their job. Or some of them do their job in the most annoying fashion. Motherfucker come in there, I'll be finally fall asleep. I'll be asleep for 20 minutes. They're like, Michael, 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 are you awake? Are you awake? Are you awake, Michael? Michael, are you awake? And I'll be like, what? Oh, you are awake. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Life's a bitch. What can you do? Make that bitch work for you. That's what I'ma do. Mike Flizzy, Fliggity Flames, bitch. Haha, self-motivated. That sound what up.